New at 11 now, it's a nervous night for residents of Fair Lawn, New Jersey, wondering if it will happen again. For about a week there, the area's been plagued by loud, booming sounds. Problem is, no one knows where the sound is coming from.
We were like looking at each other like, what was that?
It happened twice in the past week to Danielle McManus and her family. While inside their home, in a usually very quiet Fair Lawn neighborhood, things went bump in the night.
If we didn't know any better, it almost sounded like a cannon. It was so deep and just like echoey.
Elsewhere in this neighborhood along the Passaic River, residents say they've heard loud booms as early as 6 p.m. and as late as 2 in the morning.
It's like psh, psh. It was like grr, grr, brr, like that.
I heard the noise, so I came out here. Sometimes, people dump garbage. I sounded like a garbage truck.
Initially, they thought maybe the noises were coming from this PSE&G plant in Patterson across the river from the communities where the noises are being reported. Construction is going on, but a neighbor closest to this plant says the booms are not coming from here. Have you heard any sounds coming from this plant?
No explosions.
He has extra officers deployed, more eyes and ears for when whatever it is disturbs the peace again.
Not often we report on falling prices. No. One of many people in Gloucestershire and Wiltshire that heard a loud boom coming from the skies last night. The noise was heard at Cotswold Airport near the village of Kemble at around 10 o'clock. Some say their entire houses shook. But the airport and the police say it was all part of an emergency services exercise.
Yeah, that's right, AJ Abby. We'll take a look at this map. This is where residents say they are hearing the loud booms, and you can see right across this map, you can see North Florida and South Georgia. Almost all the counties in our coverage area are covered. Now take a look at some of what our viewers posted on Facebook. Kelly writes, she's writing from Havana at around 10:30. It sounded like a loud truck rumbling, went outside, and nothing. Also, Precious B writes, it felt like I heard the noise I heard at the time referenced my home shook. I thought it was an earthquake. Yet another viewer also telling us that this one is Stephanie. She says, I have heard and felt several times over the last few days, dogs go crazy and the windows rattle. It felt like the whole house was shaking. Now, we did reach out to this, as so many of you were talking about this. We decided to go in search of what may have caused the boom. We reached out to Tyndall Air Force Base near Panama City. Officials told us 4 of their aircraft were flying Tuesday evening during that time, but they also said there was no indication of any sonic boom that would be noticeable in the areas reported.
There's a lot of people talking about this, a loud noise. Emergencies calls, all this in Dodge County, people wondering, what was it?
Yeah, what caused this boom? Was it a force of nature or a different kind of force?
What's the sound? Got here. It's 6:08 p.m.
Been doing that for a solid 2 hours now. No, what the hell that noise is?
It's a bit strange. Yeah.
Nothing now.
I actually thought maybe it was a traffic crash outside my house, so went outside, drove around the neighborhood looking for something, and wasn't able to locate anything.
The house shook and there was a loud boom.
What caused this boom? Was it a force of nature or a different kind of force?
The only salvation for this sin is the gospel. The only way to really cure that what's on the inside is understanding that Jesus Christ died for our sins. And so to me, on a micro level, it's understanding.
Oh, and just like that, we lost him. I know.